All right, y'all, we are live. We are out here in the kayak for the last time this trip. It's been a great week up here at the Poconos. Raptor Will's already in here. He is on it, man. He gets in here so doggone fast. Every time. Will's got those notifications turned on. But yeah, we're out here on the kayak. We're switching things up a little bit. Tactics are a little bit different. Similar, but a little bit different. We've got the full-sized casting rod with a mid-sized rattle trap instead of the BFS rod with a little rattle trap. We've got the BFS rod with a spoon. We got the light-powered rod with a trout magnet jig head. We're gonna do some vertical jigging and trolling with the bigger rod and see what that lends or what that gleans us as far as different fish today. So we're gonna rip on out here. We're gonna toss the casting rod out and we are gonna troll that along. All right, stay safe out there. It's super smoky down here, and I can imagine it might be worse up there. It's actually better up here. I've seen some pictures from back home today, and it is better here than it is there. So, yeah, I mean, you can see the skies. It's not perfect visibility, but like, here, I'll flip it around. That'll give you a better vision. Like, you can see decently well. So, it's not super smoky. Good. I don't know what it's like down by my house. That's going to be interesting. So between rain and smoke, I'm not sure. I have a kayak camping trip with two of my buddies planned for tomorrow into Saturday, but I don't know what that's going to end up being like, given that there's some smoke and rain action potentially going on. I don't know what that's going to turn into. We'll see. So the hope is that something just a little bit different happens today on this last kayak fishing session. Earlier today, we went on a family adventure. We went to Jim Thorpe. We went to Lehighton. Those two areas. We went to the Country Junction, which is the world's largest general store. I filmed a short similar to my short about Buc-ee's, an outdoorsman's review of Buc-ee's. I did an outdoorsman's review of Country Junction, which was fun. We were in Lehighton for a little bit. We did a couple of things, and I checked out the canal there, caught some fish. Yes, I did a little bit of fishing in Lehighton, and then in Jim Thorpe, we were just there checking out some things. It's an area that my family historically has visited, that side of my family, when they're here. So we went over there, and I did a little short doing a tour of like the outdoor areas in Jim Thorpe. So, hey engineer, any luck today? I'm not being identified by my intended career path. That's interesting. Any luck today? Yeah, I went out on a fishing mission with the family earlier, filmed on the GoPro, and I caught 5 fish. I guess I can give you a sneak preview of what I caught. I caught 3 pickerel and 2 sunfish. Pickerel and bass were the main targets, so I got 3 pickerel, which was sweet. On the lake today, this is my first fishing session. We were out on a multi-stage adventure as a family today. So I haven't hit the lake at all, but we're going to give it 2 hours or so this evening. And we're going to see what we can do here. I think it has the potential to be an interesting session. We're doing some things a little bit differently than we have in previous kayak fishing lives. Trying to see if anything different happens. So yeah, it could be a bad move, it could be a good move. I don't know. We lost our little mini crankbait that was doing so well on the BFS trolling, so I used that as my sign to switch everything up. Did I fish the Lehigh River at all? No. I fished the canal. We didn't have a ton of time. I fished for less than an hour. In that hour, I thought I did pretty good. I got the intended, like my top target in that canal was pickerel. And I got 3 of those. So I was pretty happy. Can't be mad when you get your top target. I saw the Lehigh River when we were in Jim Thorpe, but I did not fish it. What else is new today? Yeah, so that was our adventures. Did that this morning. Worked on some videos for an hour or two when I got up this morning. Some from the Outer Banks. We're going to be re-releasing those in a while. Yeah, Van Helsing, I know you commented that on a short not too long ago, and I responded to you. I don't think you saw it. Go back and check on that if you didn't see it. I gave you my email. Send me the details and so on and so forth in an email, and I'll look at it. If I don't want it, there's a decent chance, I'm not going to guarantee anything, but there's a decent chance that I might know someone who would. So, yeah, send me some details in an email. Go back and check that short. It's the hammock camping one where you commented that, and I think I dropped my email there. So, if I didn't, then just comment again and I'll drop it or whatever. Alright, so nothing on the trolling rig just yet, but we are going to turn out here. This is much bigger bait on the trolling rig, so this is the deep section of the lake. It's about 30 feet here. We're going to come out here. I've got a little Castmaster on my BFS. We're going to vertical jig it for a couple minutes. See what that does. I've had good luck doing this before. I made a short on it a while back. Video quality on it didn't look too good because I didn't know how to edit that super well, but I do now. But video quality wasn't great, but I do have a short of me out here in the kayak doing this. Actually, like 2 years ago at this point. This is a Rapala X-Wrap, I think, is the lipless bait I have on this casting rod. What is it? It says it on the bottom. Rip and Wrap, not X-Wrap. This thing kicks good. All right, we've got a Castmaster 1/8 ounce on here. We are going to cast it out. We're in 32 feet of water. It's about as deep as this lake gets. I see some fish there. It's a short on my channel. It is about hammock ridge lines. If you look at the little thumbnail, it should be a hammock. So, Tight Lines Mafia, what's up? We are out here in 32 feet of water with a lot of fish underneath me. A little 8-ounce Castmaster on the BFS, and we are vertical jigging, trying to see what happens here. We got a lot of fish down there. Holy smokes. Like, lots of fish. Oh my goodness. Oh, there we go. Hooked up on the vertical jigging. What are you? Oh my gosh. No way. This happened the last time I was out here doing this. Big crappie. Stay hooked, stay hooked. Yes. Oh, yes. Not as big as the one I caught when I was out here last time, vertical jigging with this spoon. But that is a nice stinking crappie. Oh, yeah. That's a good one, man. I told you, just looking for something a little bit different to happen, and it did. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Look at the crappie, man. That's a good one. Look at him. Big old black crappie. All right, gonna let him go. There he goes. All right. We're in 32 feet of water, 20 feet down. Smokey's giving a bunch of W's. We're gonna... Smokey, I'm gonna ask you to... I appreciate the W's, but we're gonna have to stop with that. I'll give you a couple seconds to stop. If you don't... Now Zyra's joining in. I'll have to give you a timeout. I don't want to do that. Thank you for listening. I appreciate that. A lot of people who do that don't listen to me when I ask them to stop. So I appreciate that. Zyro says W. Thanks for popping in, Zyro. We got ourselves a big old crappie. No, you're good, man. I appreciate the enthusiasm. It's just like it's really hard to maintain proper YouTube etiquette, trying to read chat and all that when it's just filled with one person saying the same thing over and over again. I'm not upset at you. I appreciate the fact that you stopped when I asked. Yeah, you can spam the hearts all you want. That's right, Zyra. The little hearts on the side? Oh crap, don't do that. Summer crappie can be hard in Missouri. Yeah, I'm in, can I follow? Absolutely, man. I would appreciate that. Yeah, 20 feet down. There's a lot more fish. Can we make that happen again? That would be awesome. One crappie. Pin you up, Sarah. Hey, Mark. I don't know if I said hi. We got one really nice sized crappie on the board today. We've got a bunch of them sitting down there at 20 feet. Yeah, big black crappie, Will. It's a minute if you didn't see it. Big one. Probably a... Oh, I can see my bait down there. Probably a 12-incher. Something like that. A good size crappie. Hey! Haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for stopping back in, Stu. Can I sub? Absolutely. I would highly appreciate that, actually. We got one big crappie on the board just a minute ago, for anyone that missed it. Alright, so we came over this direction a little ways, and all those fish that were down there at 20 feet, I'm not seeing on the finder anymore. We're going to back up. They might just be in a big pod. Crappie do that. Like, they're just in a pod. You been out fishing? Sweet. I'm seeing them again. They're like right here. That is their spot. Press that big white bubble at the top of the screen that says subscribe. I appreciate that, Sarah. Can I have a shout out? Well, yeah, for sure. Thanks for subscribing. Shout out for that. We're hooked up again. It feels like another big crappie. Oh, yeah. Hooked up again. Oh, no, it's a big bluegill. Nice. Vertical jigging. Vertical jigging. With the 1/8 ounce Castmaster. Big bluegill, big crappie. Maybe we should have been doing this the whole time. This is awesome. Alright. I have a new place to fish. That's awesome. It's always good finding a new spot. I found a new spot back in March. Yeah, on a spoon, absolutely. My two favorite techniques to do, or my two favorite lures to use with my BFS setup. Well, it's probably three. It's probably spoons, Castmasters in particular. I love the Castmasters. Spoons and mini crankbaits and inline spinners. Love the BFS for those things. It is hands down the best rod for those things. And those are lures that I use a lot. So, what state are you in? We are in Pennsylvania. Hooked up again. What are you? That feels nice. Oh no, he's going under the kayak. Another big crappie. Oh my gosh, this is great. About the same size as the first one. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, Will is on the fish count update. So maybe they didn't stock as many bass this year, and they put their money where their mouth is with the crappie. That's another big crappie. I've caught big crappie before, but with no consistency. It has not been consistent. That's another big crappie. That's awesome, dude. All right, let him go. Oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? He's belly upping on me. I didn't have you out of the water for that long, my man. All right, hold on. What bait do you have in the bucket? Nothing right now. I could have kept that bluegill, but if I catch the right size of bluegill, I'm gonna keep him for catfish bait. Hold on, let's fix this crap. All right, my man. What are we doing here? All right, I've got you. Hold you upright. Let you breathe. You're fine. There he goes. Oh, come on. This guy is being very dramatic. Anybody know how to burp a fish? I think that might be what's wrong with him. I'm not sure. Start a short magazine about what you do. Fishing and hunting. Huh. Wow. This fish. Anybody know how to burp a fish? Oh. There he goes. All right, he just did his burp, and now he's back. It was that. It's because they're in 20 feet of water. Their swim bladder doesn't have time to adjust quick enough. Found a fishing rod, going to try it out with them trout magnets I got from you. Sweet. Massage the belly. Yeah, I just kind of held him there, and I like squeezed him ever so gently, and then all the gas came out, and he went back down. So, uh-oh. Right behind me, there's going to be the bald eagle flying over in just a sec. There he is. That's bald eagle. You say, why do I have a number 1 next to my name? Because you have the most commenting frequency. It views you as the most interactive person in here. Remember me from yesterday? Yes, I do. I see a bunch of people coming in from earlier in the week. All right, we're back towards the fountain. Yeah, they are really stacked up in here. we could get another one. That'd be sweet. Yep, more fish here. Oh, I had another one on the fall. YouTuber. I appreciate it. Thanks. I hope you can come watch me use them. Yeah, if I get a chance. I'm quite busy lately. I really haven't been watching much consistently. Oh, we had another one. Smacked it. I haven't been watching much consistently. I've been making a lot consistently. We're hooked up again. They like it on the fall with the spoon. That's a big bluegill. That's bigger than our first one. Are we just gonna alternate crappie, bluegill, crappie, bluegill? Oh man, I love this. Van Helsing says I sent off the email. Sweet. That's too big for bait. I'm gonna call this like Panfish Smackdown or something like that if it keeps going this way. This is great. I should have done this earlier in the week. Well, I think we got 2 more trips up here before the summer ends. One in August. I'm gonna be back out here doing this in August. I'll tell you that. My girlfriend and her family is gonna be up here. Her dad fishes. I'll have to tell her dad to go pick up a couple Castmasters. We can come out here and absolutely lay the hammer on some fish. Holy smokes, the amount of fish on the screen is nuts right now. What have you caught? Did someone give an update to the fish count? I think we're up to 2 bluegill, 2 big crappie. Do you do fly fishing also? Yes, I do. Cool Cat, I think I was talking to you earlier. Early in yesterday's live, I think we were discussing some stuff, and I think you might have popped back in later. Oh my gosh, the number of fish on the screen is insane. There we go, hooked up again. Big crappie again. Oh my gosh. This one's big. That one's big. Look at that one. This is insanity. Oh my gosh. Look, all right, here's my head. That is awesome, dude. All right, put him back. See if I need to burp him too. All right, that one just went back. Dude, that's awesome. All right, someone give me a fish count update. Yeah, I'm on fire, man. The big crappie. Uh-oh, that one's back on the surface, belly up. What are we doing? He swam off. All right, let's see if I can get him to burp again. Yeah, we need the species associated with it too. So comment saying 3 black crappie, 2 bluegill. So when people come in, we know what they got going. Oh, I think he may have burped himself. Or are you coming back up? He's right here. I got him. Oh, I just pushed him under the kayak. Okay. He's coming back up over here. Oh, you gotta give the... I'm giving you every chance in the book, Smokey. You gotta say 3 black crappie and 2 bluegill. Did you fix yourself? He might come up on the other side of the kayak. Or he might have got himself. Alright. I think he did it. Oh no, he's still right here. He is trying to swim downwards and he can't do it. It's just because they're coming up so fast. Zyro got it. He's really... do I have water on the camera? Oh, no, that's actually the sky. That is the sky. So we've got some... Push him under with the paddle. He keeps going under, but he goes like vertical because he's like half floating. I can see the bulge in his belly. It's a swim bladder. Hold on. Let me grab you, my dude. I got you. Squeeze you again like I did the other guy. Shimmy him around. Release your gas, man. It's alright. I'm trying to burp a fish here. So we'll swim back down. Yeah, he's actively trying to swim downwards. He's just floating too much. You're floating. I'm trying with you, my man. Oh. Do it again. Oh, there he goes. Oh, I see a strategy. That's super weird. I don't know why that is, but if you pull him out of the water and then put him back in, he'll release some. I think he's got it now. We'll try it one more time. I'm really trying hard with this fish. I'm trying. He's not belly up anymore. He's sideways. Alright, hold on. Let's see if that... Yeah, that works. I'm really trying with this fish. He's really trying too. We're trying, y'all. We got a crappie here who I pulled up from pretty deep water and whose swim bladder, if you're not familiar, fish have swim bladders that help them regulate their buoyancy. And when they're in deep water and you pull them up quick, when they're in deep water and you pull them up quick, they can't regulate it super well. And then they tend to float. And he's not struggling to live. Like, he's still flopping around. He's still trying to swim, but he can't go down because he's too buoyant right now. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. That shouldn't be deep enough. Yeah, I don't know why this fish is having trouble then. We're going to leave him in the net until he... What if we do this? We're going to leave him in the net until he rights himself. And we're going to try and catch another fish in the meantime. Yeah, I don't know why he's struggling so much, Syro. I really don't. Yeah, we pulled him up from like 24 feet. Must be the heat. It's not warm here right now. I mean, the water temperature's not even that warm. I don't know why any of this is really happening. Thank you. Thank you. Had a gift sent. There we go. That's nice, whatever that is. The bluegills pull so hard for their size. It's another bluegill. That one can be bait size. We'll keep him for bait, catfish bait tonight. All right, catfish bait acquired. They pull so hard for how big they are. The crappie pull way less, and they are much bigger. Bluegill are just different animals, man. All right, Zyro, coach him through this. You gave Smokey the fish count update pin. You gave him the honor, but you got to coach him through. Yeah, this one back here, the one in the bait bucket. Yeah, that can be Smokey. I'm cool with that. Feel the next one. See if it's cold. Is it supposed to be cold? You're educating me here, Zyro. Educate me. Is that good or bad? Like colder than the water temp or warmer than the water temp? What are we looking for? And explain why. I have an idea of what you're talking about, but I don't want to speak out of turn because I'm not completely sure. So, fill us in. Also, you got to coach Smokey through how to give the fish count update. Do you think you can write a poem about fishing and about fish? I could. I'm not a poem guy, though. So, same pin plus one bluegill. Oh, we're wrapped around the rod tip. Hold on. Please hold. Uh-huh. Any luck? Yeah, we got whatever the pin says. Plus one bluegill. We've got 3 big crappie and 3 big bluegill on the board, I think. I think we've been alternating crappie and bluegill. Oh, and we got another fish on. Is this one? This one does not feel like a crappie. Nope, another big bluegill. We've broken the streak of alternating crappie and bluegill. All right, Smokey, do it again. Add another one. We'll pin that one up there. Oh, we got another bluegill now. Dude, I'm loving the Castmaster right now. This is a blast, man. Another bluegill. All right, let's try our crappie again. See if he's all right. Dude, he's trying so hard. He's like completely vertical trying to swim down. I don't know what's up with him. Does he have a malfunction? Hey, Smokey's got it. I'm waiting for your cookbook to come out about fishing play, teaching new people how to fish. Hey man, that's what I just try and do with my videos if I can. I don't know everything, but I share what I do know as best as I can. That's the goal. Uh-oh. That crappie's really trying hard. I hope he figures it out. Like, I can't... You gonna eat it if you don't make it? I mean, I'll probably take him. You're not supposed to take crappie out of this lake. I know we were talking about perch and how it's weird that they don't let you take perch, but they don't let you take crappie either. However, if he doesn't make it, I will take him because, like, that's better than the alternative. How many subs do I have? I mean, you can just check my channel. It's somewhere, should be just shy of 1,900. We're in the very high 1,800s. Yeah, I mean, I'll try and, if he doesn't make it, I'll try and take him. Zyro, I don't know if you told me about the heat yet. Deeper water should be colder compared to surface temps. Gotcha. 1.88. Let's see if we can get to 1.89 today. That'd be awesome. Yeah, this black crappie, he's still trying, dude. I don't know, like, he's trying very hard to swim downwards, and he gets like 4 feet down and floats back up. Yeah, he's much too buoyant right now. That's the issue I'm seeing. I have 597 subs. That's awesome. I'm glad for you. Yeah, like I will. Oh, doggone. Stay there, buddy. Smokey the bluegill. No, it wasn't you, Zyro, the other day. He was talking about, it's weird that I can't keep perch. It was Jimmy. Jimmy was saying that. I'm going to be a big fan of you. I appreciate that. We got oh, we lost him. Spoke too soon. Oh my gosh. I had to chase it up and eat it on the surface. I was reeling it in and he chased it up and ate it on the surface. This is insane at this fountain. Owen Hill says hi. I'm going to tell my friends about you. I appreciate that. Yeah, we are out here fishing. We've got 6 fish on the board. Is that right? No, 7 fish on the board. We got 7 fish on the board. Keep your elbows by your side. Yeah. Yeah, 7 fish on the board. I love the vertical jigging. It is so fun to just like be randomly bopping it, and one time you bop it and there's just weight. That's sick. That is awesome. Should I start a fishing YouTube channel? Hey man, do what you're passionate about. That is the key to success on YouTube, is your passion, because there are going to be days when your videos don't perform how you want them to, and you're just doing it for the fact that you like it and that, you know, your core community. Stick to your core community, stick to what you are passionate about, and the rest will fall into line, man. So if you are passionate about that, then there's a place for you. That's the other thing too. You can't just be passionate enough to like fishing. You have to be passionate enough to do the videos, because it's a lot more effort to do the videos than it is to just come out and fish. Fishing's great. I love fishing in of itself, but it's a whole separate passion to want to make the videos about it. Interact with people, to want to share your experiences with others. Like, it's a whole different thing, man. So, Clint Mallory, what's up? Catch anything today? We got 7 fish on the board. 3 big black crappie, like all 12-inch plus big black crappie. Biggest one was probably about 14 inches. We've been slamming them. And we got 4 bluegill on the little Castmaster vertical jigging with the BFS. We've been slamming them. It's the last day up here at the lake house. I know that there are fish that eat vertical jigging, or eat while vertical jigging at this fountain in particular. I've caught them before. and I've caught a couple crappie out here, a couple big sunfish, but I've never caught them this thick. So we are out here. I almost immediately caught some fish, and I'm sticking with it, man, because we are absolutely smoking them right now. The last 2 lives of the week have been the best ones by quite a good bit. Like to see you at the shore again. Yeah. So last year, I imagine you probably saw this video. Last year, this week, I was at Ocean City, and we've gone there my whole life. My family has. It's been a family trip for a very long time. And did a lot of lives there. I've made some videos there in the past, so on and so forth. And this year we decided that instead we were going to come up here and do a weekend, or not a weekend, a whole week at our lake house. We always do weekends. We do lots of weekends throughout the summer, even in the fall, spring, winter. We're up here a lot, but we've never done like a whole week. We got a fish on. Feels tiny. It's bluegill. Tinier bluegill. There we go. Tiny bluegill. Oh, yeah, down with Skeeter. But yeah, anyway, we have always gone to Ocean City, but it's gotten more and more commercial. A lot of the restaurants have changed. It's gotten more and more crowded. And the only thing that was really keeping us there was tradition, number one. The fact that we had a deal with the people we were renting from, and it was pretty cheap, number two. And the fact that I really liked to fish there. And last year, one of our favorite restaurants that were a big part of our tradition completely switched up, and the went from increased the price significantly. So we were like, yeah, we're probably going to switch it up. So instead of doing 2 beach vacations, we've got just one, North Carolina, 2 weeks from now. And this has replaced our Ocean City vacation, which, you know, is a little sad. We've been doing that for a long time, but this week has been really awesome. Cat, I'm not sure if you're just trolling me or if you're confused. If you're still holding a grudge about our conversation from the beginning of yesterday's live and you're trying to troll me, I don't think that's a very mature thing to do, but... Or you're making a joke, I don't know. I have a good memory, I remember what we talked about. Alright, we'll pin up that one. Yeah, we did slam them when I was there with Skeeter, Bob, and Steve. That was a good trip. I'll have a video coming out about that in September, I think. Absolutely. Hey, Zyra's reading my hat. It's backwards because I'm using the selfie. Oh, I lost him. I'm backwards because I'm using the selfie camera. Yeah, it's Fishers of Men hat. It's my favorite verse, Matthew 4:19. It's awesome because for a long time in my life, you know, I grew up in a Christian family, so my faith was always there, but it wasn't always real. It wasn't always mine. It was just kind of like, you know, I saw the good in it, but I didn't know how committed I was supposed to be to it and all that. And I didn't know how much it could really fill my life with good things until, you know, like I did it myself. Oh, we're getting smoked. So, when I was 12, I started fishing, and for a couple years, yes, he did. That's right, Smokey. For a couple years, fishing was like the biggest thing in my life. Everything was about fishing, and I still love fishing. I still love all my outdoor activities. I started with fishing. That's the one that started it all for me. But for a couple years, fishing was like my big thing, and it was more important than my faith. My faith wasn't really real. And eventually I got to the point in time where I accepted the faith as my own. It was between my freshman and sophomore year in high school where it was like I really leaned into it and was like, this is my life. Not a part of my life, but this is my life. That's where the core of it is. And I got to the point in time where I realized that, you know, for a while fishing was my everything. And it still was allowed to be. I was just supposed to fish for men instead of fish as my number one priority. So Matthew 4:19 became my favorite verse because you know, a lot of people use that as fishermen because, you know, it's fishing, right? But for me, it actually means something deeper because I've always loved fishing as my number one priority since I've been a teenager. So for 6 years, fishing has been like my top thing. But for a long time, for probably until I was about 15, so like 12, 13, 14, 15, my top thing, top dog in my life, most important thing to me was catching fish that swim. And now it's fishing for men. That's top priority. Fishing still, you know, fishing for fish is still high on the list, but it's got knocked down a couple pegs, you know. And then in the last 2 years, it's definitely got, you know, obviously family was always up there, you know. Fishing probably wasn't my top priority, it was still probably family. But, you know, for the sake of saying that, it makes a lot of sense. But, you know, fishing gets knocked down a couple pegs. I now have a girlfriend who is absolutely fantastic, makes me better, compliments me really well, supports me really well, so she knocked fishing down a couple pegs for sure. She's texting me, asking when I can call her. She usually knows that when I don't respond for extended periods of time, I'm either busy or I'm doing a live, which I guess is a form of busy. And she usually checks YouTube. She's figured this all out. She knows me well. She usually, if I'm not responding for extended periods of time, she will check YouTube, see if I'm live, then text me again, and then if I don't respond then she's confused. So, because, you know, I do pop-up lives a lot. I don't like being like, oh, I'm going to go live. So she just, you know, whatever. She knows. She'll figure it out. Fishing on Lake George? No, we are on our private lake in the Pocono Mountains, Pennsylvania. My favorite verse is Matthew 4:17. There you go. Jesus is the king, indeed. I like your idea. Are you fishing out? What? Are you fishing out there talking to us? Give me a nice time. I do appreciate it. Well, I'm glad you appreciate that. I know you came into the live the other day, and we didn't start on the best foot. But hey, man, I'm here to improve those things. It's always nice. I know lots of people who I've had, you know, people in life and people who on YouTube didn't, you know, we didn't start out on perfect terms, and now we're rolling smooth. So it's always good to do that. Fish, indeed. 6 people in here, 25 thumbs up. I think it's always so cool when I talk about my faith on YouTube. Whether it's someone opposed to it and I get to have a cool conversation, there's always at least one every single time in there who is fully with me, and it's just so cool to know, like, no matter where you go, there's always someone who's with you. He supplies the people you need. You know, I knew Zyro was a Christian. I knew that before. Yeah. That bluegill's not happy about what's going on right now. So we were absolutely smacking them, and we now are not getting quite as many hits. Where is that crappie still on the surface? I'm looking around trying to see. Yeah, he's over there. He's still flipping around. He's not going down. I don't understand what's wrong with that crappie. I really don't. I'm going fishing tomorrow. That is awesome, Smokey. I'm not sure what my tomorrow is going to look like. We're heading home tomorrow morning from the lake, and I have a kayak camping trip with 2 of my buddies from college scheduled for tomorrow. Isaiah 6:8. Isaiah 6 was good. I remember that. I'm in Isaiah right now. I'm reading Isaiah and Acts. I'm switching back and forth between them. I did Isaiah up through 21 this morning, and did 20 and 21 this morning. And I'm in Acts 9, I think. Yeah. I don't remember exactly what that verse is, but I know I've read it recently. You are not fishing tomorrow? Yeah, so I was trying to say that. Kayak camping trip. If it happens, I'll be fishing as part of the kayak camping trip in November. but I don't know if it's going to happen. We've got this smoke. You can see how hazy it is back behind me. Smoke from the Canada wildfires coming through, and it's supposedly worse than this at my house. Yes. Okay, I'll read that in a second. Sorry, I got excited. But yeah, so depending on that, the smoke situation, how bad it is, and also depending on, it's supposed to potentially rain a little bit. I don't know if my kayak camping trip's happening. If it does happen, I'll fish tomorrow. If it doesn't happen, then I'm probably not fishing tomorrow. Yeah, so Zyro got the Isaiah 6:8 for us. Yeah, I loved that chapter. It's just so cool because it's like when you truly see the glory of who he is, that is your reaction. It's not a people are like, oh, you have to follow all these rules for him. No, that's his nature. That's what he wants us to do, and that's who he is. It's not he's asking us to do something. He's asking us to live in the way that he operates. He's asking us to work in reality. They're not regulations. They're just how we are really designed to operate. And it's so cool because I see that he's in that chapter. He was in the presence of the Lord, and he feels ashamed for himself, for who he is. I'm hooked up on a fish, by the way, because he sees the glory of the Lord, and he sees that his own, a yellow perch, there you go. He sees that his own nature pales in comparison to the goodness of God. And then right after that, it says, who will go for me? And Isaiah jumps to the answer. He says, I want it to be me, God. And I want it to be me, God. And I think it's cool because those two reactions should be the exact reactions we have when we're in his presence. We should say, I am worthless and I just want what he's got. And when he asks, you should jump at the chance to do what he wants you to do, because that's how you should react. All right, yellow perch in the middle of a on-the-water Bible study session. Panfish madness, y'all. So the perch went down just fine. Let him cook. Crazy happy birthday for me. Happy birthday. If that means it's your birthday, which I think is what you're saying, then happy birthday. Yeah, we're having a Bible study session out here. I've long thought it would be really cool to get an outdoorsman Bible study session on YouTube together, or do a Bible study, outdoor Bible study thing, where we do a StreamYard thing, and we're all doing our outdoor activities, but we can also do a Bible study discussion in the midst of it. I think that would be really cool. I've had that idea for a while. We could get some people in on it. I know my buddy Randy would do it for sure. 210 Outdoors, he would totally do it. They'd jump on that opportunity. Zyro might want to do it. We could totally get some people together and do this. That'd be sweet. Zyro's down, he says. I think it would be cool. I always sit out here this morning. I read my Bible and I got to do some guitar playing, did some praise. I just sat out on our lakefront property and watched the lake and watched there's a bunch of barn swallows flying around. We had the bald eagle up in the tree. I'm just looking out there and thinking how can I not praise, man? And it was just the outdoors get you in the mood, man. Big crappie, they get you in the mood. Oh no, tangled. Yeah, we could do an outdoor Bible study. That'd be sweet. This thing is sinking fast. Goodness. Smokey's all for it. All right, cool. We'll figure out how to do this. Zyro, I don't know if you have my email, but I'll get you my email. I know I have Randy and David's contact. Who else would do this with me? There's a lot of people who I could figure out that would do this with me. I could get my buddy Ryan in on it. We've been working on a video together. Oh, yes, we're hooked up again. We've been working on the gospel through the lens of archery video together. I just haven't figured out how we're going to post it yet. Big crappie again. Stay put. Stay pinned. I mean, it's okay if you come off. Oh, crap. Oh, my gosh. Stay put, my man. All right, hold on. All right, another big crappie. He's feisty. All right, here we go. Big crappie again. Look at that. That one swam off just fine. I don't know what kind of malfunction the other day. I don't know what kind of malfunction this other crappie had. Hey, Kukiana, how's it going? Smokey is my cat. You can give him a shout out. Oh, so your channel is named after your cat. Interesting. That's cool. Oh my gosh, holy smokes, a bunch of fish. Hey, Graham, how's it going? We've got a boatload of fish on the board. Someone's got to update the fish count. I think are we up to 8 or 9? No, we're up to 9. 9 fish on the board, vertical jigging, some absolutely smoking crappie. Hard to be surrounded by him and not think about him and be thankful and extremely humble. Yes, indeed. Like, yeah, it shouldn't be like, and yes, you may have to discipline yourself sometimes into having the right actions, but when you do that and you truly let your heart be changed, like, that will be your natural reaction. That's how you will naturally react. When you truly have your heart touched and you truly see him, there is no reaction other than, I am worthless and he's it all, and when he gives me the opportunity to do something for him, it's not an obligation. I want to. I'm a cat guy. Yeah, we have 2 cats. We actually have one that has spina bifida, which is a spine deformation. She's a tough one to deal with because she's got a lot of medical issues we always have to deal with, but they would have put her down if nobody took her, so we took her and she's had a happy life. It's been rough at certain points in time, but yeah, we're really trying to help her out. We've got 2 cats. One that's completely normal in, at least physical senses. She's a little bit strange in the head sometimes, does strange things, as most cats do. But the other one, yeah, has some physical issues, and we've been working through that with her. So I'm a new subscriber and a newer YouTuber trying to get my channel going. It's going to be hunting and fishing content. That's awesome. You're in the right crowd. You got people who will watch right here. If you're a respectful person and you make your intentions known of what you're trying to do with the channel, you will find support right here in this chat. We got some good people in the chat. All right, someone see if they can update the fish count. So we got to add what's on there. We also have to add a yellow perch and another black crappie too. So we're up to 9 now. All right, let's reel this in. Uh-oh, we got wake coming from a pontoon. Yeah. $31 thumbs up, 9 people in here. That's awesome. Let's see if we can get back on these fish. I'm looking around trying to see if this crappie's still here. He's over there. He's still there. I feel bad for this crappie, but I don't know what's wrong with him. He's really having some issues that all the other crappie did. Well, the one wouldn't go down, but I burped him and then he went down. I burped this one and he's still up here. I don't know what's going on. Hey, Jimmy's in here. 4 black crappie, 5 bluegill, 1 yellow perch. Yep. Yeah, I mean, Zyro's right. If he's just having an issue, I know that you're not supposed to keep black crappie out of here, but it's better than the alternative of letting him rot in the lake. So I will take him, and I will eat him, because that's a good size crappie. Surprise crappie dinner. Oh, I don't have a fillet knife with me because I wasn't anticipating on keeping anything. I have to fillet him with the old Spyderco Para 3 Salt. Brand new knife. Well, brand new as of last week. It is. I'll make a video on it eventually. I talked about it in an earlier live this week. Since this knife came out like 2 or 3 years ago, it has had my eye on it. It has all the features I want. I own a Benchmade bug out. It's very similar to a bug out, except for it has Magna Cut, which I love. The steel, if you're not familiar, I'm not going to explain it right now. I'll explain it in a short later, but Magna Cut is crazy cool steel, and it fits what I do with knives and the things that I need a knife for really, really well. They're just expensive, but I found one for a smoking hot deal on eBay and bought it, and I now own it. And like I've wanted this knife for 3 years. I'm very happy with it, but we might end up having to fillet a fish with it because this crappie is he's not doing too hot. When you get a fish, can I spam W? You can do like 3. 3's good. You ever see like or ever have an experience where you're in some sort of award ceremony and there's so many people that have to go that they're like, oh, you got the 3 clap limit. You can go like clap, 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 and then done. We're gonna implement the 3W limit for you, Smokey. 3W limit. Yeah, Jimmy says Zyro's right. Yeah, I mean, he is. It's sitting over there. I'll take him, assuming he doesn't randomly have a resurgence of life here. I mean, he's not dead. He's having a swim bladder issue, and he can't go down. He's tried really hard. I know you weren't in here, Jimmy, but I tried to burp him, and he burped, but he can't go down. Like, he'll swim 4 feet, and he's, like, vertical, and then he'll get stuck and stop going, and he'll float up like this, tail first, come back up. Like, he's really having a swim bladder issue is what it is. So, I don't know how that happens, but that's what's going on with him. Do you have any recipes that you personally make? Yeah, I've got some cool recipes in shorts that I'm going to put out here soon that I ended up really, really liking. All of them are like total really cool recipes. One of which, I'll give you previews, but you guys are going to see it. Zyro says I'm always right. What am I right about? Oh, there's a fish. Got him. I've got one that I'm making, which is breaded fish with a fish stock and cream sauce. That's another big crappie. What are we doing? The crappie are on fire. Oh my gosh, the crappie bite is insane. They're huge. Oh my gosh. Can his name be Bob? Yeah, that's Bob. In honor of anything is possible. That one swam off just fine. I don't know what was wrong with that one crappie. I thought it was me. It's not my fault. That's great. I don't want it to be my fault. All right, Jimmy's pinned. Yep, that was Bob. In honor of anything is possible. Bob the crappie. Oh, I gotta send him that. Bob's gonna be so jealous he didn't come by the time I'm done. I caught that big brook trout the other day. I had my great trolling session yesterday. I'm having an insane crappie bite right now with the spoon. The goal is to make Bob jealous he didn't come. Bald Eagle just went down for a fish. Did he get him? Yeah, he got him. Zyro says, what is going on? I don't know, Zyro. I've caught big crappie, like this size crappie from this spot before, on this rig. But I've caught like one. I've been out here for like an hour and caught one. We've been out here for an hour and caught how many? 5? I think that's awesome. No, not Bob. Bob would cook that crappie. Yeah, so here's the thing, Jimmy. We were talking about the perch the other day. You're not allowed, the only thing you're allowed to keep in this lake, officially, is trout. They allow you to keep bluegill because it's bluegill. You can keep them as bait. But like the only thing you're technically allowed to keep is trout. 3 trout, not even 5. You're allowed to keep 3. So like perch and trout, or perch and crappie, I would keep them. I would eat them. That'd be awesome. But technically you're not allowed to. But if the thing's gonna die, he's sitting on the surface and he's going to perish, I will take him and make him into food, because that is a better use of the resource than rotting in the lake. So every fish is a monster, even the bluegill. Yeah, I mean the perch was good size too. It was no like I caught a perch last night, another short that'll come out. I'm not going to tell you guys how it happened because it was cool. At 11 o'clock last night, I caught a perch that was like a monster perch. Yesterday was a great day of fishing, like phenomenal day. Today is pretty good too. But yeah, I caught a monster perch yesterday, but that perch was nothing to laugh at. So he's bigger than all the other perch we'd caught other than that one I caught last night. So 12 people in here, 33 thumbs up. If you guys are watching, you're enjoying me catch these awesome fish, and you haven't liked the video yet and you haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate that. I will tell you, none of these crappie are hooked really well. But this is a glass rod. Look at this thing. Glass rod with my BFS setup. I built this thing for treble hook lures. That's what I built this setup for, and I love running it on treble hook lures. It really is keeping these fish hooked well, despite the fact that they're not hooked well, effectively, which I'm happy about. It's 4-pound monofilament, 4-pound monofilament line, which has some stretch to it, and a fiberglass rod. What is your name? My name is Nolan. I just smacked myself in the face. That's my actual name. I'm back. What did I miss? I don't know how long you were gone for, but we got, I think for sure since you left, we caught another crappie, but it may have been other stuff. You can look at the fish tally and see how it's different than when you left. But yeah, we're still slamming them, man. I'm having a heck of a time. A lot of good fish on a Castmaster this year. PB brown trout. I caught another brown trout, a smallmouth. I'm catching all these fish on the Castmaster this year. Castmaster's been lure of the year candidate for me. Castmaster. What else would be in contention? What else have I caught? Well, I caught a bunch of things on a squid at the in the saltwater trip, but I don't think that counts. Like lure of the year candidate can't be a bait. Like, what else would be in contention? Okay, it's probably between Castmaster and that mini Guggen Squad crankbait that I've been catching all those fish on trolling. Like, that's probably lure of the year candidates for me. We should do that. I'm coming up with all sorts of good ideas today. Outdoor Bible studies. And we should do like an end of the year outdoors awards for my channel. Like lure of the year. And like best video of the year. We could do this. This would be fun. We can do that on like New Year's Eve or something. Do a live. Someone's got to like write these down. Zyro will do this. Jimmy will do this. One of you guys will do it. Someone's got to write this down and like bug me about it when I inevitably forget that I said this in December. Someone remind me I'm going to do this. Hi, Joe. Are you? Oh, hi. How are you? Not Joe. Are you? It makes more sense. I'm doing great, man. We are absolutely slamming fish. Oh. We got how many fish on the board? 11? 11 fish on the spoon. Vertical jigging. I feel like we're slowing down for sure, but I feel like there's a couple more in here. We're definitely slowing down now. Will you remember me? Yeah, very likely. Best video of the year. Best video of the year. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we got to vote on like best live stream of the year, best short of the year, best video of the year, lure of the year, best fish cat of the year. I'm coming up with other things. Depending on how many hunting things I put out, like best, or we could do this, best archery shot of the year, whether it's like I do something crazy in practice or in a video, or it's like a really good hunting shot I pull off. We could do like best archery shot of the year. What else? Best find of the year. So it could be like, you know, I do like shed hunting, mushroom hunting, rock hounding. Like we could do best find of the year. We could do this. This would be fun. We could have like I know YouTube has this poll feature. We could come in here and we could get a bunch of polls set up and have a poll for like all the bests of the year. Yeah, for sure. And it has to be, that would be tough to do though, because sometimes I post videos that aren't in the year. It would have to be based on stuff that has come out that year. So like if I haven't posted it yet, it's not in contention. Even if I've said something about it, it can't be in contention. Because like I'm going to be posting videos this week that were from last year. But like that, it has to be based on the videos that I put out. Wait, you hunt deer? So technically I haven't hunted deer yet. This will be my first year. I'm a self-taught bow hunter, so I'll be taking one with my compound, but I got a good spot picked out. I've been talking all year to experienced people, learning everything I can. I've got all my gear set up, dialing it in. So yeah, find some gold. Yeah, we've done that before, Mark. You know that. So yeah, like best find of the year. Like if I found a gold nugget, man, like I found flakes before, but like if I found a gold nugget, that would be the winner for sure, a best find. But shot an 8-point last year. That's awesome. Yeah, you bow hunter. I shoot a lot of con, a lot of recurve. Started that 2 years ago, and now we're gonna take some animals with them this year. I got a frog hunt with my recurve coming up. We're bow fishing currently, and then come squirrel season, there's that crappie right over there. He's still flopping around. He's trying, but he's not gonna do it. Yes, compound, awesome. What bow do you shoot? But yeah, anyway, we're gonna do frog hunt, bow fishing. This is stuff I'm taking with my bow this year, if everything works out. Squirrel hunt with the recurve, which is going to be awesome. And then compound deer hunt. Where you live? I'm in southeastern Pennsylvania is where I actually live. We're up here in the Pocono Mountains at our lake house. Yeah, what bow do you shoot? I'll tell you mine then too. I'll let you go first. Yeah, we're definitely slowing down. The fish are slowing down, but hey man, I can't complain. This has been nuts. That crappie's right over there. W YouTuber says Smokey. I appreciate it. I'm trying my best here. Lucas has got to give me his bow setup here, man. Maybe I'll go first. I'll entice him by telling him my setup. I shoot an Elite Terrain, which is a 32.5-inch axle-to-axle bow. I shoot, my draw length's 27 inches. I shoot it maxed out at 70 pounds. Nope, lost him. I shoot Easton 6.5s. I have a Trophy Ridge 3-pin slider trilogy sight on my bow. I've got a Hamsky Everest to drop away as my rest. I think I said I shoot Easton 6.5s. I have Redline stabilizer system. And yeah, that's that. I shoot a Cobra Moment as my release currently. So yeah. Bear Brave 20 gauge and 410. That's a good hunting setup right there. I've taken, well, my things that I take animals with. I have a old PSE Mach 5 Carbon 2 that I set up as my bow fishing setup. You guys will see that when I actually get that video done, have it done and filmed and all that. I'm working on it. I'm working on the bow fishing process right now. We haven't got one yet, but we found a good spot. We've only been out after him one day. I haven't been able to go back yet, so we got a good chance next time we're out. But yeah, I'm doing that. I've got my Elite Terrain that it's going to be for deer. I have an old Stemler Tartar, which is my recurve that I'm going to use for the frogs and the squirrels this year. I took squirrels last year with a Remington 1022. So yeah. W Bob. There you go. There we go. Fish on. Fish on. I bottom pounded it. Do you know who Josiah Queen is? Yeah, I actually went to a Josiah Queen concert. Like when he was still small. Actually, when him and Forrest Frank... Oh, quick release. I counted. I touched him. Forrest Frank was still small. And Josiah Queen opened for Forrest Frank 2 years ago. A month after my girlfriend and I started dating, one of her friends invited us to go with them. So we went with them when they were both still pretty small. So I've actually been to one of his concerts. I like him more than Forrest Frank. Forrest Frank's cool, but his music is like a lot of like digital beat generation, which I'm like an actual musician. I sing, I play guitar, I play trumpet, so I like the more traditional stuff. I mean, he's got good lyrics. He's a good dude. But I jive with Josiah's music more, definitely, for sure. I went last week also. Yeah, like a couple of songs I'll actually sit down and play when I do worship with my own guitar. Cloud and Fire is fun to play and sing along with. Good vocals on that. You got to hit the falsetto range. It's always fun when you got to stretch the falsetto. But my favorite artists, I love listening to Switchfoot, especially when I'm out there, like when I'm working out or whatever. Switchfoot's a good one. I love listening and playing Need to Breathe. And my favorite one to play is Chris Renzema. Those are my favorites. Yeah, Need to Breathe's a family favorite. My family loves Need to Breathe. I high-fived him. Sweet. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, come on, dude. So yeah, we got another bluegill. Someone's got to update the count. I was a VIP. That's awesome. Yeah, I got free tickets to go to the show, so I was not going to turn that down. My girlfriend's friend invited us to go right after we started dating. We were like dating for like 2 months or something like that. So yeah, that was nearly a whole 2 years ago now. Gotta go eat. Hope you have a good night and good luck. Well, thank you. Is this crappie still around? I'm trying to see if he's still here. Having any luck tonight?
Couple yellow perch.
There's hey, depending on what you got, you can join in on the fun. I've caught a 5 or 6 12+ inch black crappie from right here.
Really?
Yeah, vertical jigging on them. So.
Nice. What are you using?
Oh, Castmaster, 1/8 ounce Castmaster.
Nice.
So, if you've got something, you're more than welcome to join in on the fun.
Thank you.
Oh, there you go. Jimmy's updating us. Bada boom. There we go. See you, Smokey. Have a good day. Oh, crap. Not the ideal scenario right there. Alright, we're good. That could have been bad. Yeah, it's hooked. There's a cord that connects my net to the back of the kayak. It's like a stretchy bungee cord. I have that cord hooked through the handle of the bait bucket, so the bait bucket can't go anywhere. It can fall off the kayak, but it's still effectively attached to the kayak. We're good. I think these things threw slightly. It is crazy, like, how much they're in a big pod. Like, I drift more than maybe 50 feet away from the fountain bubbler, and I can't see them on the fish finder anymore. Like, I see nothing on the fish finder. 31.7 feet of water. Nothing in the water column. I'm getting closer to the fountain. I'm starting to see stuff. Starting to see stuff. And now the whole bottom of the screen is filled. They're, like, right here. So... went down to South Street last night, fished the new pier down there. That's awesome. I didn't know they were putting in a pier, but now that I know. How was it? Good spot? Get anything? You usually catch stuff. You're a fish magnet. Small channel cats and white perch. Sweet. Is that like Center City, or where is it in relation to Kelly Drive? I don't have like the Philly map like laid out in my head very well. I go to very limited places in Philly. I go to like the sports arena area where Citizens Bank, the Link, and what's its new name? It's not the Wells Fargo Center anymore, but what that was. I go there for sports stuff. I go to Kelly Drive, and other than that, I very rarely go anywhere else. So, Center City. Okay, cool. What time is it? 7:58. Which is better, fries or fries? The second one. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Oh, I lost him. Dang it. Right by 30th Street, Chaston. Okay. Okay. I'm starting to visualize what that is then. I like your videos, you say. Well, I appreciate that. I try real hard. It's been a good day of fishing out here. What are we at? 12? Yeah. 12 fish on the board on this live. Best live of the week for sure. What's your PB bass? My PB bass is pretty small compared to some of my other PBs. There we go. Hooked up on something. I think my PB largemouth is just shy of 5 pounds. I think it's 4 pounds, 15 ounces. And PB smallmouth is 3.5, I think. Big crappie. It feels like a crappie, not a bluegill. Yep, big crappie again. Let's get him unhooked. I'm just gonna... Yeah, they're not hooked real well. Look at that, another behemoth crappie. This is crazy. That's awesome, dude. Okay, this one needs burnt. What do you think, buddy? Yeah, this one's struggling too. Oh no, we might have two. They really are having some swim bladder issues here. I think he went down. I think he's good now. Yep, there's another one. Smokey needs to go, that's alright. My PB smallmouth 5.13, PB largemouth 5.23, PB spotted 12.02, PB stripers 12.11. Nice job, Jimmy. Jimmy's got me beat, I think, in all of them. Yeah, Jimmy's got me beat in all of them. That's a heck of a smallmouth. How long you been fishing for? We've been out for 1 hour and 23 minutes. We're doing pretty doggone good today, aren't we? Yeah, have a good night, Smokey. Thanks for stopping in, man. Oh, another fish. That feels like a bluegill. Bluegill. Can't speak. Got smoked again. Maybe not. Another crappie. Oh my goodness. That one's not quite as big. Alright. Jimmy, we need a double update. 2 more crappie added to the board. Look at that. That's probably the smallest of the day. Right there. 7. Is that addition number 2? Have we added both on here? I don't know. I'm lost. Yes. Okay, you added 2. I see it. Are you fishing for crappie only? No, man. I'm fishing for whatever hits this spoon. It just happens to be a lot of crappie. We got a couple bluegill and a yellow perch, too. So let's pin that one up there. We are slamming fish today. I should have been. Maybe it wasn't like this, though. I don't know. We have been absolutely smoking them today. Maybe I should have been doing this from the rip. I mean, the trolling was pretty fun today, too. What rod am I running today? So this, the one that's been in my hand the whole time. I've got 2 other ones in the kayak, but the one that's been in my hand the whole time is a Bass Pro Shops Micro Light Glass. Cheap little rod, primarily designed for spin cast reels, but it works really well for BFS. It's ultralight bait casting reels too. It's an ultralight. I think it's 4'8", 4'8" or 10. Let's say 4'10". So it's a short little guy. It's like $25, $30 for this rod. Super inexpensive. It's a glass rod. It's super floppy action, but for treble hooks lures like this, it is absolutely awesome. And on it, I have the Dovielo Acura. There's probably better BFS reels out there for the same amount of money now, because BFS is really coming to its own. A lot of people do it now, but when I got this thing, I think it was like 60 or 70 bucks, and for what you paid for it, it was really, really good. And I really like it. There's probably better stuff for the money now, because I think I got this 3 years ago. But yeah, I still run it. It still works really well. Just got the SLX DC. I have a standard SLX that I really like. But yeah. Yeah, I run the standard SLX a lot. I run that with 30-pound braid, and that's a do-it-all setup for me. I've got it on a two-piece, 6'6", two-piece casting rod, and I run that setup a lot. It's like my travel lure rod, fishing in saltwater, like flounder, run it for stuff like that. I haven't caught a redfish on it, but like that would be a good rod for redfish, that sort of stuff, and of course bass fishing too. But it's a really good like saltwater lure rod, inshore stuff. Uh-oh. Oh. Are we hooked up? No, I don't think so. Oh, we're hooked on itself. My girlfriend is trying to respond, or trying to text me again, so she may have skipped over the YouTube page. She might figure it out. Hold on here. Can I reply while still here? Reply. Check YouTube. All right, look at that. We responded and the live stayed up. At least I think it did. She'll come in here now and ask me, "You're still here," says Zyra. Yeah, we're still slamming them, man. We're up to 7 crappie now. They've all been big. Our smallest one was like 10 inches. This is nuts. This is great. While texting, yes, indeed. Yeah, my girlfriend has not figured out where I am just yet. She's still trying to figure out why I'm not responding to text. So I just sent her a text that says, check YouTube. Hopefully she comes in here and comments. And then I can actually talk to her while also doing the live. Oh, Zyra's been... Oh. You weren't saying you're still here, as in you're surprised that I'm still here upon your return. You were commenting that I was still here when I was texting. That makes sense. I understand. You're shopping. What are you shopping for, Zyra? What could you possibly need? Uh-oh. Now Bob's texting me something. It has images involved. What could Bob be texting me? Oh, you got a new tripod. That's awesome. Were you live yesterday, Zyro? If so, I didn't see it. But I know you said you were going to go fishing. My YouTube closed when you were answering my question, so I'm asking again. Oh, should I start BFS fishing? I didn't see that question. Did I miss it? Oh, hey, I did miss it. Linda asked me to pass this along. Okay. So something from Butterflies and Sunshine being passed along through Bob. I hope that's what I think it is, but I'm not gonna try and predict. Rule number 7: never answer the wife or girlfriend while fishing, says Jimmy. I care about her too much. She comes with me sometimes. She'll. You guys might have seen it on a couple of kayak videos up here. She'll come and she'll like sit off next to me while I'm fishing and ask me random questions. She did it in my Florida video too. She'd sit there and read, and then when I caught a fish, she'd ask me something to show she like cared and was engaged. She's fun like that. She'll be like, oh, like I said something about like, oh, this is Florida largemouth bass. And she was like, is that different? Like, because of the way I said it, she understood my inflection. She was like, is that different than the one you normally catch? I was like, yeah, kind of. She also asked to touch, I think, one of the bluegill I caught. And then was not upset, was complaining about the fact that she had slime on her hands. And I said, well, that's what you get when you touch them. She's fun like that. I just tell her I don't have signal. Works every time. Yeah. Hey, man, if that works for you, but I care about her too much to lie to her. I know you're joking, though. I do know you're joking. But no, I can't lie to her. I care about her too much. She's pretty awesome. Her dad and I fish together when we're up here a lot, so. I can't touch fish, but I can touch garbage juice. That's so weird, man. I can't do the garbage juice. The garbage juice is terrible. My second job. So my first job was a martial arts instructor. And then I just did like a simple retail job at an Australian bakery. So like they sold meat pies and all that sort of stuff. That was my second job that I've ever had. And I always had to take out the garbage. I hated the garbage juice, man. That stuff's terrible. I don't understand how you can touch that and not a fish. It's mind-boggling. Sounds like a teal. I just looked up. It's tiny, whatever it was. It's like palm-sized, that bird. I did look up to see it. I can just see a silhouette. If I could see colors, I'd describe it and like mark that down so I could go like use the Merlin identification tool where you describe its coloration. We got another fish on. But oh, that one's pulling drag. Holy smokes, what is this? Holy smokes. What are you? What is this? What are you, dude? Uh-huh. So this doesn't count, but this explains why I was pulling so hard. Snagged a bluegill on the tail. YouTube drag getting smoked. Yeah, we snagged like an 8-inch bluegill on the tail. That thing was pulling like mad. Woo! He almost hooked me. All right, pliers time. Hey Bob, I saw your text just now, and I saw that you said it was from Linda, but I didn't get to look at it because obviously I'm live. Where the heck are my pliers? Bob, look at the fish count here. Look at the fish count, and then read that off. And then once you're done reading, I will tell you something miraculous about that fish count that maybe I don't think you know yet. All right, so he's back. That one doesn't count because he was snagged. Get together next Friday. Oh, there she is. Told you. Hey, Victoria. You were asking what time we can talk. Assuming you're not trying to go to bed super early. I don't know if you work tomorrow or something. When I'm done this live, I can talk to you, and that's going to be about when it sunsets. So we are on the fish. I've read it. Okay. Smallest crappie of the day was like 10 or 11 inches. Biggest crappie of the day was like 14 or 15. Wild. The crappie bite is like stinking insane right now. Get together next Friday. That's what it's about. Okay. Next Friday. Yeah, I'll have to see what I can do about that. Meaning, as in the week that starts on Sunday. That Friday, there's a get together. Okay. That's something that I could possibly do. I will look at that. I've got a job Friday. Actually, I've got a very interesting job. I haven't even told Victoria this. I'm hiding things from her. 24th, 10 a.m., Green Lane. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll look at that. I have a job. Family friends of ours. Mostly friends of my mom, but we've grown to know them pretty well. I stayed at their house one day during school because I was, one day during college because they live about 10 minutes from my college. And I had a late night. I had to do something out at campus. I had an event for my friend's birthday, and I was out on campus until nearly midnight. And I was like, I'm not driving an hour home to get up at 7 a.m. the next morning and turn and drive an hour back to campus. I'm like, I'm not doing that. So they let me stay at their house. I fished their pond. They have a private 3-acre pond. I fished that many times when I was young, like 13. It was a great spot because their daughter was the babysitter of my younger sister. So I came, like, she would hang out with my sister and they'd do stuff together, you know, like girl stuff, and I'd fish the pond for hours on end. Um, and yeah, so we've grown to know each other, but they are going away and they own a farm, and I'm supposed to stay at their house and take care of all the animals for 2 days. So I'm technically working that job, but like I only need to feed the animals in the morning, like 7 a.m. and at like 6 p.m. So as long as I can fit it in there, I should be able to do that. Oh, backlash. Hey, Jimmy, thanks for the $5, man. And yes, Minty Fresh Sleigh Fest, indeed. We are on the fish. Victoria, you're at home right now. You should tell your dad that the next time he's in Harrisburg, or next time he's in the area of bait shop, but I think the closest thing, or the most reasonable thing, is the Bass Pro in Harrisburg. Tell your dad to pick up some 8-ounce Castmasters, because the next time we're up here, him and I are coming out to this fountain, and we are going to get back on these crappie. So tell your dad to pick up 8-ounce Castmasters, like 2 of them. That's how it's been for us too in the mountains. Crappie Sleigh Fest. I do work. Okay, cool. What? It totally counts. It counts even more. Oh, the snag? You would say that, Zyra, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? Let's hit this button. Yeah, I'm on a crappie Sleigh Fest. Are you using gold or silver? Oh. Sometimes my processing speed, man. Silver. These are the biggest PA crappie that I've seen. Yeah, they're nice, man. I'm happy. Victoria, you still in here? And if so, I want you to coach up Jimmy on proper ways to tell you that I'm busy while fishing without lying. No, I'm kidding. I'm messing with Jimmy. Don't actually do that. Oh, I missed him. He absolutely smoked it and I lost him. I don't know why. I've noticed that I do 2 weird things. As I'm watching myself on these lives, I'm putting in timestamps for the lives, and I've noticed I do 2 weird things. One, when I'm netting a fish and it isn't hooked well, I make this like really weird face. I'm looking at the net. Okay, there we go. There's a fish. I'm looking at the net and I'm like, and I make this weird face. I've also noticed that when I hook set big like that, like I just did, I'll look up at the rod tip like I'm looking to the sky. Big crappie again. What in the heck? Bada boom, bada bing. Look at that one. Another big old crappie. My pants are so dirty. All right, look at that one. All right, that guy was ready to go. Did you see the egghead cooking? What? Oh, Bob. Yeah, I was there for a couple minutes, but then I had to run. We went on a family adventure. I was telling you guys about that earlier in the live. Main PA fisherman that I watch. Yeah, that's right. Bob never catches big fish, ever. All right, someone update the fish count. Oh, wait, Jimmy already did it. Look at you, Jimmy. Are you fishing in a bucket? Nah, man, look at this thing. Look at this. There's a whole doggone lake out here. We're sitting on this one little bubbler. You can see the bubbler out in front of us, that little inconsistency in the water. Sitting on this one bubbler, slamming the crappie, slamming the bluegill, and one random yellow perch. I don't know if Victoria's still in here. I hope she is. I asked her last night. She called me directly after my live was over. I was like, oh, were you watching? She was like, just watching to make sure you were done or something like that. She was like, I'm tired. I want to go to bed. I was like, okay. She's funny. She's awesome. It's the same over and over again. Oh, it's the same crappie? Yeah. That one was definitely, like, our smallest one of the day was definitively, like, much smaller than most of the other ones. All the other ones are about the same, but that one was definitively a decent bit smaller. Now you sound like Skeeter. Skeeter always goes, oh, it's the same fish. By the way, we are hooked up again. It does feel like another crappie. So, just so you know. That was the biggest one. I don't know. I think that's another crappie. Yep. Yep. Oh, this one's hooked on the outside of the mouth. Oh, he just puked up a bunch of stuff. Okay, this one's weird. I don't know if you guys can see. Look how thin he is. That one's definitely a different fish. Look how thin that one is. That's crazy. You can almost see, I don't know if you guys can see it, like it thins out at the belly. It's really weird. Is he good? This one's having some swim bladder issues too. Maybe it's the weird ones that don't get enough food, that can't regulate their swim bladder. Alright, he swam off. I think he's good. Yeah, that one was super thin. I don't know what was up with that one. I almost feel bad faking him out. He thought he had a good meal there, and it was just a spoon with a trunk attached. Yeah, Jimmy is fast with it, man. He probably already has it keyed up with another crappie, and it's just waiting in his queue to send it. Copy and paste, right. Seems like we got 8 people in here, 42 thumbs up. I type fast, says Jimmy. Sweet. We know you're performing magic spells. It's alright. Your secret's safe. The 8 people in here are the only ones that'll know. We have been on a sleigh fest, y'all. I think Victoria's gone. I don't think she's in here anymore. She's a early to bed person, so she's probably itching to talk to me and then go to bed. She's an early riser and early sleeper, so she typically is up at like 6 a.m. If she needs to work, she's up at like 5 a.m. But she likes to go to bed at like 9. I'm kind of a moderate riser. Like I usually am up at right about 7, and I'm a late sleeper. I'm usually about midnight to 7. That's usually my typical sleep schedule. Next time you type it out, triple tap the text in your message box. It will have them all highlighted. Then you can copy, so you just have to paste and update. That's what I do. There you go. Sounds like me, says Jimmy. Yeah. Yeah, she probably wants to go to bed. She's like, can you be done fishing so I can go to bed? Yeah, when it sunsets, I'm out of here, and we're gonna go. We've got catfish bait, and we are slamming the crappie. I'm very happy with how today's fishing session has went. So when it starts to get dim, we're gonna head back. We can troll back, I suppose. We can toss the casting rod out. Maybe we get a surprise bass. That'd be cool. The sun has officially set already. Yeah, when it starts to be dim, I'll troll back and then I'll close the live. It's been a great time. There's a chance, depending on how early I'm up tomorrow. I think I'm getting picked up to go home at 8:30. So actually I take it back. I was gonna say there's a chance I could do a slingshot live tomorrow, but I'm not doing that. Catch the snook. Right. Oh, I see my bait down there. I'm watching fish, and I can see my bait. I can see them. Yeah, it is weird. Like it, you always, at least when I was young, like, you know, elementary school or whatever, I always like the concept that the sun sets and then it gets dark is weird. Like, well, when the sun's gone, it should be dark, right? It's just weird. Weird like that. The sun is actually set already, but it's not dark. Alright, so here's the mission. We have to see if I can find this crappie. I'm looking around because I want to get this crappie, the one that was on the surface. If I can find him, because I've been giving him a chance. Like if he had like a little resurgence of his ability to, regulate his swim bladder, I was gonna let him swim away. All right, here he is. I think it's him right here. I think this is him. But otherwise, I'm gonna take it. Yeah, he's right here. I think he has officially perished. Oh. As I was coming towards him, he swam down, and he's floating back up. Like, he's still trying. He's still alive. 10? Did I catch another one, Bob, or are you just putting random things in the chat? This guy, Bob. What's he doing? Oh, wait, no. This is our razor thin guy that we just caught, the one that didn't look too healthy. All right, so we're going to take him, and we're going to go search around for the other crappie. I've stopped netting them so we can use the net as our fish well. All right, let's look around for that other crappie. So we've had two that he counts fish if he finds floating. Oh, there you go. Oh, look, there's some deer up on the dam feeding. So we've had two that have really had a hard time regulating their swim bladder when I brought them up, because I'm bringing them up from like 25 feet and going back down. And technically, you're not supposed to keep anything out of this lake other than trout, but I'm not going to let a big crappie go to waste, sit on the surface and flop around and die. Like, I'm not going to let him just sit there. I'm going to take him. So, one crappie snatch, yes. I'm going to look around for another minute or two, and then we can give a couple more casts. Is this him? Nope. I'm seeing like little, because they're floating just subsurface, so it's not like he's floating completely on the top. So we got one. I'm gonna have to fillet him with the old spider co, because I didn't bring a fillet knife, because I didn't anticipate on keeping anything. I'm gonna have to fillet him with that in the dark, but we will do that, and we will cook him up. And I'm sure it'll taste great, actually. I do not see this other crappie. Is there a chance that that other one was super thin, and maybe that's why it was struggling too? Like maybe that first one, and that one that did swim away was the razor thin guy did actually swim away? I feel like maybe I'm looking for a crappie that isn't there. The other one got down. Yeah, it did, but I don't know. This one just looks so much like it. Maybe I just didn't notice it the first time, and this is the crappie that was floating. I think we got it. I think we're good. I think that was the crappie we were looking for. All right, we'll keep him. Bob, any suggestions for what I should make with the crappie? Bob would have suggestions. Any good recipes for crappie in particular? I could just make them like normal fish. But knowing Bob, he'll have a good suggestion specifically for crappie. Hey, somebody really. We've been slamming the fish today. 9 black crappie, 6 bluegill, and a yellow perch. We got 16 fish in this lot, and the crappie have been big. 1 crappie sandwich. Yeah, we can make a sandwich. That'd be cool. I still have the skate. I've made all my croaker from the Jersey trip, but I still have the skate in the freezer. I've been so busy that I haven't got a chance to make it yet. Between work and travel, I just haven't been home. Cajun marinade I just did on the croaker would be awesome. Yeah, I'll look into it. I'll find a good thing. I always feel bad asking for people for advice, because if I don't do what they say, I always feel like, oh, they're going to be disappointed. But yeah, I'll look at it for sure. I'll put it in the options list. I did see the bacon wrap skate. That looked great. I did see that one. Did you put out the Cajun marinade thing tonight? Last night too. Very little views lately. I did see the bacon wrap scallops one, which that was yesterday, right? I think so. I did see that. I don't think I saw the other one. Fish on? Not quite. But it wouldn't be far-fetched. You've been catching a lot of them today. Dropped 3 last night. Yeah, I saw at least 2 of them. I'm not sure I saw that one. I don't know why. Yeah, I saw you had a community post about the view drop off, but uh-oh. Wrapped. There we go. I think I'm getting the rod tip tangled. I think that's what's happening here. Could we get to 10 crappie? 10 crappie would be fan-stinking-tastic. Which lake? We are on our private lake in the Pocono Mountains. So it does no good for me to tell you, because you have to be either a renter or a resident here to fish. So, which there are lots of renters and lots of residents. So it's a decent-sized lake. It's not like a pay-to-play lake here, but it is private. So it does no good for me to tell you where I'm at anyway. We got a fish chilling at 15 feet. There's one way up in the water column. We're in 32 feet of water, by the way, y'all. Most of the fish have come at right about 25 feet. Smokey's back. How's it going? I'll be in Jim Thorpe tomorrow. Bob, I was in Jim Thorpe today on a family adventure. Didn't do any fishing there, but I did fish a little bit in Lehighton. Just a little bit. For like less than an hour. What is all the noise? People at the marina yelling. And because it's such a calm night, you can hear them even way over here. So by the way, the marina, that thing like right here by my rods, underneath that, that's the marina. Yeah, they're yelling from all the way over there, and that's how loud it is. Bob loves Worcestershire sauce, yeah. Jim Thorpe reminds me of Harry Potter Village. Yeah, I see that. I'll have a short sometime. I don't know. I've got so many shorts in the queue right now, which is good. It's good to have videos in the queue ready to roll. But yeah, sound skips on water. Yep. Especially when there's no wind impeding, then it definitely skips on water. But I did a like speed tour of the outdoor area of Jim Thorpe. The big piece of coal, the walking trail, the river, the train. How long was I gone? What did I miss? I don't know how long you were gone, and you can determine what you missed based upon the updated fish count. Live bait or plastic? Neither. We got a jigging spoon on, or actually it's a Castmaster, so it's just a general spoon. Castmasters are great because you can cast and retrieve them, or you can jig them. I love Castmasters. Like, I know people love the Daredevils and people love this and that. Like, I love Castmasters. They're the best. Nothing gonna change my mind about that. Alright. Couple more casts. It's starting to get dim, and then we will troll back to the house. Ooh. Fishing is slowing down slightly, but man, we've slammed them out here. Bob. She's not angry. She's frankly probably doing something. She's almost never angry at me, which is great. I appreciate that. I don't think she's angry at me right now. She actually has a lot of appreciation for the fact that I am passionate about like my YouTube stuff and fishing and all that. She can appreciate that. So she actually probably is, she's probably just glad I'm having fun. I like bragging on her because she's pretty great. Like, I almost guarantee she's not angry at me because she's just like that. I do enjoy bragging on her. Not because it makes me look good, but because she just is that good. So she deserves to be bragged upon. Just as bad with pottery. She actually doesn't do much pottery anymore because she doesn't have a wheel at the house, and because she was living in a college dorm room last year, she couldn't have one there. She's commuting this year and living at home. So I don't know if that's going to be something that happens, because if she's living at home, she might actually be able to have her pottery wheel. But oh, and we got another fish on. I watched him eat on the fish finder. That was cool. That feels bluegill-esque, actually. Doesn't feel crappie-like. It is a bluegill. I was right. It is so weird how all the different fish fight different. You can tell. There we go. Oh, the bluegill. Another. Oh Lord. Jimmy's in the bathroom. He's gonna come back. Bob, you got me. Oh no, Jimmy's not in the bathroom. Jimmy's just slow. Jimmy's off his game. Jimmy thought I wasn't gonna catch any more fish. How the mighty have fallen. Jimmy. Alright, we're gonna give it one more good drop in here. One more drop. We ended on a high note. We'll troll back to the house. This is the last day of the trip. We don't even have time for redemption. Let's just end it on a high note. We'll troll back. I view that as a separate entity. If we catch one on the trolling, it's bonus. If not, I view it as we've ended on a high note. So we are heading home tomorrow morning at about 8:30 a.m. So this is the last fishing session. I might chuck the catfish rod back up. Oh, I do have a bait now. I'll chuck the catfish rod back up. I'm in the bathroom brushing my teeth. There you go, Jimmy. So hands were occupied. That's the only reason why Bob had a chance. But yeah, we'll chuck out the catfish rod, but generally, as far as the fishing session, not just chucking out a rod and hoping something happens, still in your cavity for years. Yep. This is the last session of the week at the lake house. It's been a fun time, y'all. Best crappie session I've ever had, for sure. Caught some cool stuff at the canal today. Had some good lives doing the trolling. Good one yesterday. Doing the micro crankbait trolling. I caught a really nice native brook trout, which Bob has seen. I sent him that one. Absolute stud of a native. And yeah, we've been up here a week. Had some good lives. Good time hanging out with y'all. Here we go. Alright, we are trolling back as it gets dim on the Rapala-rippin' ramp on the casting rod as we paddle on back to the house. 2-hour live. How many fish are on the board? 9, 7, that's 16 plus 1 is 17. 17 fish in a 2-hour live, and they were nice ones too. Every single one of them is a good sized fish. That is a heck of, that's a good fishing live, y'all. Oh, we got smoked. Is he on? We're on the trolling rod. I think he came off. He did. We were on the trolling rod. Huh. On the ripping wrap, we smoked, but he wasn't there. We're good. Yeah, the dam wall here has some good rock edges here. I said here twice. The dam wall has some good rock edges here that if you hit it at the right depth, bouncing the crankbait in and out of the rocks there. Fish really like it. Probably give it a little bit more speed. That'll also help on the hook sets if we hook into one. Smokey, you're saying please. Are you saying please to the fish? Try and give me another fish. Or did I miss something? What's my fishing schedule look like till I come back up here? Am I gonna need a rip and wrap, or should I leave it on this rod? I'll probably cut it off and just retie it when I come back. Oh. And it pulled out. Oh my goodness. The two I've hooked are small. Neither of them's big. I feel like that's part of why they're not getting hooked super well, is because they are not all that big. You're just kind of nipping at it and getting the back of a hook. $18 is an interesting number. I wouldn't say it's a better number than 17. 7s are a good number. You know, I feel like 7 is like half the people in the world's favorite number for some reason, but the Bible does identify 7 as the number of perfection, so I don't necessarily think that's a coincidence. But, yeah. 17's cool because it's got a 7, but 18's a cool number too. I don't know. The fact that I'm going to say something and someone's going to laugh. Bob's going to laugh at me. The fact that 18 is 2 9s, it's just an interesting concept, man. Just 18 is 2 9s. And 3 6s. That's weird. I'm not sure why, but it just is. Oh, there we go. That's a better one, too. That one is not bad. That's not bad. That's a decent bass on the trolling rig. At least I assume it's a bass. It's a crappie! What? in the rattle trap. No way! Alright, chuck the one that's in the net. Out of the net, he floats. We'll pick him up. No way! It's a crappie! Today is the day of the crappie. Oh my gosh. That's the biggest of the day, too. Oh my goodness. All right, pop that out. We're struggling. Oh, there we go. That's the biggest of the day, too, I think. It is the day of the crappie, man. This is wild. That might be my PB. I've caught one similar to this size, so I'm not super worried about measuring it, but that's close. He's close to PB size. That's a heck of a crappie. And that one's ready to roll. No swim bladder issues on him. That's insane. The day of the crappie. It will be remembered long after we're all gone. No, I'm kidding. All right, someone put it up there. Dude. Oh, I'm tangled all up in the net here. Hold on. This is a silicone net meant to make sure that the hooks don't get like stuck. But I'll say this. Silicone or not, it does what it's supposed to do, but silicone or not, treble hooks and any sort of thing that behaves like mesh, not a good move. It's probably going to be somewhat difficult to untangle. Okay, remove. Remove. Chuck that right there. Alright, let's go retrieve our other crappie that we chucked in the water. He looked like a bass. Yeah, he was big, man. Oh, Jimmy's already on it. He updated it. Oh no. Or did I just bob out? Nope. Alright, we're good. Shakalumaka. Shakalumaka. Yeah, that, whatever that is. I'm with it. I totally thought it was a good bass. That was definitely the biggest of the day. He was a good inch bigger than all our other ones were. That it's the day of the crappie. I don't know if like that spot has changed because I've caught crappie there before, a big crappie, but not this many. Or if it's just like today the crappie decided it's their day. Because I've never caught a crappie trolling on this lake before, and that just happened. All right, retrieve this one. There we go. Him here. Okay. Well, That's a good way to end the live. Castmaster, rip and wrap, whatever. The crappie are on. Is it hazy there? Hazy, yes. Like super bad? No. That's my mom, by the way. Look at the fish count pinned up in the chat. Jimmy's got it. I caught 10 crappie out of the lake today. You guys know this. I've only ever caught a couple crappie out of the lake, but they've all been big. I caught 10 today, but the big trend has not changed. I've caught 10 crappie and they were all big. Like all big beasts of crappies. So it's bad here. Yeah, I was kind of worried about that. Have you checked the weather too? I've been looking at it. Have you checked the weather recently? Like, does it still look like it's going to rain for the kayak camping trip? And regardless of rain, do we think the smoke is going to make it so that the kayak camping trip can't happen? Do you have an opinion on that? Because I know you and I were talking about that not too long ago, Mom. It is the day of the crappie. That's what I'm titling the live. The day of the crappie. 10 people in here, 46 thumbs up. We got $5 from Jimmy. I appreciate that, Jimmy. Really do. Rain. My visibility is maybe 1/10 of a mile. Oh my lord. And you're in Philly, or generally Philly area. Rain looks better. Not sure about haze. Okay. We'll have to keep an eye on that. I'll text my buddies again. I texted them this morning about my current thoughts. So rain looks better. That's at least good. Getting rained out stinks because like rain comes and goes. But if you get pushed out by like some sort of weird event like haze from the wildfires in Canada, it doesn't feel as bad because like that's something weird. You can't control that. Well, you can't control the rain either, but I don't know. When it's something weird, it just doesn't feel as bad. Yeah. It looks so dark here. I thought for sure you were in and done. Yeah, I don't know if it's like the light reflecting off the lake or whatever, but it always does seem like it stays light for a long time here. It also might be how hazy it is too. It's not quite as hazy here. I've seen pictures from down there, and it's been not quite as hazy, but I'm pulling back in right now. We've had, oh my gosh, there's a big snapping turtle right there. That was weird. Yeah, we're pulling in now. It's dark because of the haze, yeah. I'm pulling in now. We got there's the dock. It has been a crazy live, Mom. I know you haven't caught any of it, but I'll tell you about it next time I see you, or if I call you tonight, whatever. I gotta call Victoria after the live's over. But we have been on the crappie, and they've all been big. It's been really insane. Sub to me, says Smokey. Yeah, go check out Smokey. If you're interested. I'm sure he'd appreciate that. I don't know what he's doing, but call me when you're off for 3 minutes. Sounds good. We'll do. So, yeah, my parents went home a couple days ago. I'm here with my aunt and my grandparents, and my sister's still here. My parents went back to work. Those boring old people. What are they doing? Making money to sustain our family? What a terrible idea. But yeah, no, thank you guys for today's live. It was good chatting with you. I really enjoyed hanging out, and this was a fun one, man. We are... Did I do math wrong? No, we've caught 17 fish, not 18. Are we at 7 bluegill, or... Hold on, I gotta double check. I thought we were... Alright, I guess we are at 17 fish. 17 fish on the live, including 10 mega crappie, which is a heck of a day. The day of the crappie, that's what I'm calling the live. I'll put the thumbnail up and eventually get some timestamps up. But I'm going to go enjoy my night. I hope you guys do as well. It's been a great week up here at the lake. Lots of lives. I filmed some content. It'll be out eventually. I'm not going to put timelines on it, but you guys will see it. It's been a great week up here at the lake. I appreciate you guys for tuning in when I do the lives all the time. Won't be doing a live every day from here on out. However, I know that YouTube, at least YouTube goes through its phases. When Shorts came out, it was heavily focused on Shorts, and it goes through its phases, and we as creators have to understand that. But I know YouTube really likes lives right now, and I enjoy doing the lives. I've been slacking on them lately, but I'm going to try and make sure that I do. I'm going to try and shoot for a live and some other form of content every other week. Maybe a good week would be like a long form, a short, and a live, but usually it'll probably be like a live and two shorts, whatever. But I'm going to try and do a live every week, generally. No promises, but generally that's going to be the goal because I do enjoy them, and it seems like that's what YouTube is actually pushing for right now. So, yeah. Stay tuned, y'all. We're going to have more lives. We're going to be at the Outer Banks, and I'm going to do a couple lives there for sure. Not as many as this week, but a couple. And, yeah, stay tuned. I really appreciate you guys for hanging out in the lives, and I'll have more. But, yeah, great day. Thank you for coming in. I'm going to get doing what I got to get done tonight. We got to get packed up because we're leaving at 8:30 a.m. tomorrow, so I got to make sure I've got everything packed up before I go to bed tonight. But, yeah. Thanks, Zyro. We love you, Zyro. Yeah, Zyro for sure. Leave me a comment somewhere before I forget, and tell me to give you my email so we can start working on that idea we had about the outdoorsman Bible study. I think that would be really cool. So yeah, leave me a comment and I will do that. Yeah, W YouTuber. Thanks, Smokey. All right, I'm just sitting here rambling at the dock. I'm gonna shut down the live and get to doing what I need to do. I will see y'all later.